Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. People that have been on this channel for quite some time, y'all are fully aware of the fact that Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time. Never hid my feelings about this. I said there's no other basketball player that I've ever seen play live basketball that played better than him. I haven't seen any other basketball player. With that being said, however, after doing some research, after watching some highlight videos, after watching the Last Dance documentary, I will openly and readily concede to you that I think Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, and I think that he's better than Kobe. Now, I don't think that MJ is better than Kobe Bryant like by a mile or 2 miles. No. I don't think he's much better than him. I think Kobe was pretty close to Jordan, but Jordan was just better, right? If Kobe was an A, Michael Jordan is an A+, right? That little difference, that degree, that little space right there, really went a long way. Now, on the other side of that, I believe that there are two voices out there that secretly feel the same way, or at least one of them for sure. And I think that person is Shannon Sharpe. I found it very strange that Shannon Sharpe once said that Kobe Bryant was his favorite basketball player of all time. Now, some of you out there hearing this may say, what? Shannon Sharpe never said that Kobe Bryant was his favorite basketball player of all time. Some of you say, you're just making that up, man. Oh, here comes another Kobe homer. Here comes another LeBron James hater. But the fact of the matter is this. Shannon Sharpe once openly admitted on all the Smoke podcasts with, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, that Kobe Bryant was his favorite basketball player of all time. Now, some of you guys may think, oh, he's just making this up. So for the people out there, who are cynics, who are skeptical of some of the things that I'm saying, what we want to do for you right now is we want to play the soundbite of Shannon Sharpe explaining how Kobe Bryant was his favorite basketball player of all time and how he decided to all of a sudden start supporting and cheerleading LeBron James. So before we go too far, what we want to do is we want to play that clip for you. So take a listen to that. Then we're going to come back and give you guys some more of our thoughts. So take a listen to that here.
Okay, if I say LeBron was better than Kobe, that doesn't mean I dislike Kobe.
Right.
But here's something that people don't really know. I used to cape for Kobe harder than what I cape for LeBron.
Didn't know that.
Finally admitting it. You finally admitting it on the show.
What?
That you used to go harder for Kobe.
I did.
Thank you. Thank you.
People that nobody knew that. Mm-hmm. My friend was telling the guy that cuts my hair. He said, "Here's the funny thing, and nobody was gonna ever believe this. He went harder for Kobe than he ever did for LeBron. Kobe was my guy. Kobe was my man. You couldn't tell me nothing about Kobe. This how it was. I had Kobe. Kobe was my guy. He liked LeBron. So I said, okay, Kobe. So we got Kobe. I got Kobe. You got LeBron. We can never change players. You got to stay with Kobe. I got to stay with Kobe forever. You got to stay with LeBron. Mm-hmm. He from D.C. He know about this kid named Kevin Durant. So he want KD.
He want KD now.
I said, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal.
Let me get the cash.
You get me get LeBron.
Go James.
I'm a trade.
So when KD came to the NBA, I got LeBron.
Yeah.
He took KD. So now I got Kobe and I got LeBron.
So y'all doing y'all own little barbershop trades.
Can't lose. Can't lose.
And that's how it happened.
Now, after listening to that clip, if his explanation as to why he changed his position makes any sense to you, then you know what? You're a much smarter person than me. After listening to that his explanation and his reasoning behind why he decided to, stop supporting Kobe and then supporting LeBron made zero sense to me. But that's just me, so I digress. Let's move on. But then I started to do a little bit more digging, and I actually discovered some alarming information as it pertains to Shannon Sharpe, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan. In 2012, in a 2012 tweet on March 11, which we're going to put up on the screen here, Shannon Sharpe said, let me read it, "Greatest players of all time, God, Air Jordan, and Kobe in that order." Now, some of you may be saying, yeah, but that was 2012, man. 2012. Now it's 2021. So things have changed, right? Things have changed. Well, I have a few questions about that. Kobe Bryant won his last NBA championship, his fifth ring, the back-to-back ring, in 2012. In 2010. That was when Kobe won his last NBA championship. LeBron James won his first NBA title the year that Shannon Sharpe made that post, made that tweet, which was in 2012. Then, in a 2017 Instagram post, which we're going to put on the screen here for you guys, Jordan, who was the GOAT, Air GOAT, number one, whatever, went from being number one to number 3 on his list. And Kobe went from being number 2, listen to this, from number 2 to number 10. Kobe dropped 8 spots. And his reasoning for that, if you listen to some of Shannon Sharpe's, arguments as to why Kobe Bryant cannot be a top 5 player, listen to this. He said the reason that Kobe could never be a top 5 player is what? Because Kobe only has one regular season MVP. Now, hold up a minute. If you're saying that Kobe Bryant could never be a top 5 player, although you had him ranked number 2 and number 3, I don't know who you had, God, Air, Jordan, and Kobe, in that order. He could never be a top 5 player. Help me understand something. In 2012, you made that tweet. Kobe Bryant won his only single regular season MVP in 2008. So how did Kobe make it in the top 3 or top 2? How did Kobe Bryant get in your top 3 or top 2 if you're saying that he only had one regular season MVP, which he won in the 2008 season, yet in 2012, you had him ranked number 3? Help me understand this, guys. We're trying to make sense of this reasoning. Then, in 2017, LeBron jumped to number 3 in 2017. And in the current day, he has LeBron ranked number 1. And guess who's number 2? Jordan. And guess who used to be number 1 is now number 3? He had Kareem in 2017 as number 1. Now Kareem is number 3. But here's my question. How is it possible that Kareem and Jordan can move around so much on your list, but they're retired? So what is making you move them around on your top 10 when these guys clearly are not playing basketball? It seems as if to me, if you guys have ever watched or ever seen a mobile police escort, what does a mobile police escort do on the road? They move people out of the way so that a particular person, a VIP or wherever it is, can get through traffic. It looks as if to me that Shannon Sharpe is finagling his list only to benefit LeBron James and to put him at the number 1. So here's what I really think. I think his list is only changing because he is being influenced. This is what I believe. Because there's no logic or reasoning behind any of his movements on his top 10. There's no sense behind it. I just broke down the different ways of how his list has been changing, and I cannot find a single thread of logic that makes sense to me. Whereas you have Skip Bayless on the other side, whose list never changes. Go back and look at his list in the past, in 2020, in 2019, in 2000. His list is always the same. Jordan is always the GOAT. Kobe, I think, is always number 7. Always. His list never changes. It's only Shannon Sharpe. He's the only one that his list always moves. So here's what I think. I think Shannon Sharpe is only saying LeBron James is the GOAT because he's on TV. This is what I believe. I think Shannon Sharpe knows that Jordan and Kobe are much better than LeBron James. I think he knows that. There's no way you can say that you're a Kobe Bryant fan and you follow Kobe and you watch his career so closely and blah, 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 and all of a sudden you assume that LeBron is better. There's no way. I've never met a person that said that. It's like running into a Jordan fan that always felt that Jordan was the greatest player, watching his entire career, and all of a sudden turn around and say, you know what? LeBron is better. That's impossible. That would never happen. To me, it doesn't make any sense. I think he knows for a fact that both Kobe and Jordan are better than LeBron. How do I know that? Because he said that already. The proof is out there. You saw the tweet. And to me, now what we're seeing is a list that changes so much. And my question is, why is it always changing? Why is your list always moving around? So the question I have for you guys watching this video is, why do you think that is? Why do you think his list is always changing? Why do you think his list is never consistent? So what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think? What are your conclusions? Because to me, I have no conclusion apart from the one that I asserted. So what I want to know from you guys is, whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.